Hey, wow, I should actually do a countdown. So, this is another Thursday, and it's our weekly Over Community Space. I'm also live streaming on different video platforms in addition to hosting an X Space. And I am waiting for a few more people to come on. And you know what? I'll just open the space right now and I'll send out some of the mics. If you do want to join, you do need a Twitter/X account. Or maybe you don't, I'm not sure, but there is a link to where you can join the conversation or listen in if you don't actually want to see the video. All right. Hello, everyone. Wow, I can't believe it's almost, yeah, it's half the year already. I'm going to throw out some mics. I'd really love to hear from you. I'm going to throw out to Hexadized, and to MetaMic. Thank you for joining. I hope you guys can come up and actually speak and you're not like roaming around with your phones mapping or doing some project. But if you are, that's fine. Hi, Zizi. Thank you for joining. Oh, I love that name, Zizi. Aw, you're just new. I love that. Well, stick around. You're going to hear a lot about augmented reality and, in particular, what the over the reality platform is doing for AR and all the use cases. I do want to discuss a few things about augmented reality on over that I feel like either we have forgotten, well, not many of us, but because Over the Realities focuses on mapping the world in 3D, and they do have a DPIN program called Map to Earn, and DPIN being decentralized, what? Physical infrastructure network. Oh my God, I almost forgot that. And that's all the focus, and that's great and everything, but over the reality is just more than that. And we will hear from some of the community members in terms of like what exactly they feel or what they've been using the platform for. I do want to bring up Hexadize. He may be, I don't know, like yesterday, I was on a Twitter space. Excuse me, my throat's all froggy, and I was asked to speak on Over's account, and yeah, I guess I saw the speaker invite and I accepted and I couldn't get on. And then, I tried logging out of the space and joining again and then requesting to speak and I still couldn't get on. So the point of this whole little sideline story is that sometimes Twitter spaces or X spaces don't work as they should. And what does that do? It really leaves, well, not really. It could leave some people in a bind, and some people meaning like the speakers who can't hear people speaking and vice versa. But we'll see. Ooh, look, Elias is here. Let's see if he can come up. So if you don't know, Elias has been one of our, I don't know, I would say top mappers, top 3D mappers. And so for those of you that don't know, all you have to do is download the Over the Reality app on Android or iOS. And yeah, if you want to join the Map the World campaign or Map to Earn program, you definitely need an invite code for that though. And you can just DM me. If you're watching on like YouTube or Facebook or whatever, you can DM me and I'll definitely send you an invite code. You can join the Over Discord server. And you know what? Just go to the website, overthereality.ai. And it's exactly how you say it, OVER, the reality.ai. Scroll all the way down to the footer being the very like bottom part of the website, and you'll see all the links to our socials, and you'll find the Discord there. And you can just go in and you can ask for invite code. But you can always, it's easy to just DM me because I keep track of the invite codes that I actually give out. Because I find that when people give out invite codes publicly in bulk, you don't know who's getting them. And somebody could be going, oh, I want that invite code, but it's already taken. So there's no way of keeping track, which I never knew why people just gave that out in batches publicly. Because how are you going to keep track, right? And then you have to answer the replies of people saying, hey, this invite code didn't work. Well, it didn't work because was already taken 2 weeks ago. And you just happen to see that the batch of invite codes like today, which is really crazy. Elias, I know Elias is laughing. Elias, please come on. Hello, my friend.
Hello, Carmen. How are you doing today? How is everything there?
Oh my God, it's great. Oh, Elias, I saw your
Super.
Wait, I saw your last 3D map of like the forest, of like literally trees.
Yes, it's amazing. I was yesterday there, and I was trying to jump from one place to another place, trying to be there, and was a little bit hard because it's a huge forest, it's a dense forest sometimes. So well, I tried my best, and I got a few very good maps there. So I'm very happy with it.
Okay,
Have you? I just wanted to ask you. Have you seen the last video I just throw it like half hour ago?
I think so. I thought that was the one. Oh, the one with the four. You actually that
No,
was Alumbria. Alumbria did that. No, I
no,
did
no.
not.
Well, I just make yourself look it right now because
Okay.
I'm very happy. I have a smile in my face that I cannot I cannot handle.
All right, I will.
I'm very happy. I got the package from OVR,
Oh.
and I got a
Oh.
bunch of new T-shirts, and so well, I'm really excited to go map tomorrow. I know that today is this special day for our meeting here, so I was here trying to wait a little bit. Also, the weather it wasn't very nice here outside, so I was glad, very good. And I got this new T-shirt, and I also got a sweater because for me sometimes here, well, Ireland weather is very crazy. Sometimes it's raining suddenly, so I have this sweater with the OVR. References is super nice. I really like it, and the green T-shirts also. Like, I was just thinking to make myself green T-shirts the next time, and I got green T-shirts from OVR. So
Oh my God,
I don't know.
that's
I don't know how
amazing.
the universe. Yes, I don't know how the universe is working with these things, but thanks God for listening to me and do this through them because well, it's fantastic. I'm telling you, the smile I have in my face is like I don't know what they give me. Like this is so good for me. I'm
Oh my God,
really
I
happy
love
and
that.
appreciate this kindness from OVR to us. Like this is our first approach, so for me I was even crying at the end of the video, so I had to cut it and well,
Are you
too
able to
much
pin it?
emotion.
Are you able to pin the video up to the nest?
Here, see, I can put it.
See if you can, because I'm already like I see it on my, and I'm gonna kind of like share it. Hold on. Do. If we're gonna go to, it's gonna go to YouTube, and oh my God, this is so amazing. So you got this today?
Yes, honestly, I was running from work to home because I was having a trouble. I was having to go to the bathroom, so I was running to home and thinking, oh man, someone in the town will think that I'm going running to home because I need to pick a package. And the first thing I do, open the door, I was having a package there in front of myself. I said, no, come on, it's not the best time for, I need to go inside of the bathroom. But when I see that was the OER, because I wasn't expecting nothing. I know when Amazon is sending me something because I bought it, but when it's a present, you don't know. Like, and they didn't tell me nothing, so it was wow, magnific, very good surprise for me. I'm really happy.
Oh my God, I'm so happy for you and I'm so excited. Thank you so much to Over the Reality team for surprising Elias. That just really makes my heart smile. I'm so happy for you that you got it and you weren't even thinking about it and you manifested it with the green t-shirts. That's amazing. No, I'm super excited. I want to hear from. Okay, so I can't wait for you to like, like be sporting all the over merch and all that stuff. So that's crazy. I want to hear from oh, Hexadice dropped off. I was just going to bring him up on. I wonder if he's going to come back or oh, there, see? It was I'm going to invite him back. I'm going to invite Hex
Yeah,
back.
he's coming back for sure.
Oh my God, that is amazing. I want to hear from him too. You know what? I know that, you've done so much mapping and you've done so much, I think like I would not call it outreach, but like showing people exactly how to map from a like a first person view or a third, you know what I mean, from an eye bird's eye view using your Hover AI drone.
Well, right now it's not just that. I got this week a necklace for holding the phone. So right now I'm blogging and trying to do the POV of my point of view, you know. But as you say in the beginning of this Twitter space, fuck you, Elon Musk. Do something with Twitter because this is not something that your platform should be doing. Like, do something with your Twitter space. Do something with your live streaming because it's not good. You know, like, and I take this responsibility of what I say. You know, like Elon Musk, if you want to talk with me, just send me a message. Like, this is not normal what you're doing. You know,
No.
and you have a lot of people here hosting live streaming and hosting community spaces, and your platform is just breaking down it. You know, we are getting rugged for. We cannot put here our friend Hexadice to say hello, bro. So this is not normal. You should do something with it.
Yes, I see
You have
him.
the money, bro.
Yes, I see him coming up and down. And hey, Grateful Magnet, and I sent Metamike and Zizi. I see that you've put in a speaker request, and I'm actually adding you. And I don't know if you've gotten it, but I also threw the mic to Grateful Magnet and Metamike. And let's see, let's hear from you guys. But yeah, you know what, Elias, you got to get in line if you want to speak with Elon or any of the support staff on Twitter or X for their tech issues. But you know that when you're rolling out, you're right though, I agree with you. When you're rolling out a platform that's providing features and people are using these features to like for branding, for marketing as part of their business kind of thing, right? Like spaces and stuff and live streaming. I love that you're live streaming, doing what you're doing, and then the things don't work. That's really shitty. And you're right, it should really work. But I don't know, like from a techie kind of side, I understand that there's, I don't know, could be server issues, could be whatever, and they're just working on it. But you're absolutely right. I do agree with you though. I do agree with you.
If he doesn't have the money for do it, so for what he bought it? You know, like that's my take actually. So he have the money for already fix it, bro. Just do it. While you're waiting for fix something that everyone is telling to you. You know, you're asking here we to call Twitter X before to fix it. You know, like what the fuck, bro? Like do something with the platform because it's not normal. Like I tried like for a whole weekend trying to do live streaming with this POV and it's almost impossible. All the videos are or broken, or the audio broken, or the video POV is shaking, or not showing what I'm trying to record. You know, it's just I don't know. It's a pain in the ass.
That's true. It is a pain in the ass. You're hilarious. What is your next? I know you've been mapping a lot of Dublin, like I mean Ireland or Dublin. Are you going to be mapping more outside of Ireland? Like, cause like there's, I think, I don't know, like there's Cork. I think there's Cork, Ireland, and all that stuff. Or are you going to another country? What is your next 3D mapping itinerary city?
This weekend, I will try to face a huge spot I have here closer in Ireland. Yet, so I will not travel outside. So this spot is in Slane Castle. It's 300 maps. The owner of these lands, he have like 3,500 maps. So I don't know who is it, but he bought here like as I'm telling you, 300 lands, and it's so juicy. The rewards, like every rewards is like around 11, 12. So it's like a high crowd space spot for do it. So it's a very good for myself. So around like 3,000 tokens. So I maybe can do that this weekend, and then well, we are very close to the end of this month. I will start to launch these tutorials and new content in my video channel on my YouTube. content that will be embraced as multi-language. So people from France or from Portugal or from Italy or Spain will join in the same video on the same link, and they will be able to listen it in their language, so without subtitles. So that's one of my reach. I want to do that, hit this goal this the end of this month, and then next month we will start with the mapping party. So that's something that everyone should stay tuned, because mapping party is starting in London with our friend Arhexa. So yes,
Oh
so
my gosh,
we will do very, very good things. You we are cooking a lot of things behind the scenes.
that's amazing. Oh, and hey, Swavery, all the way from Toronto. Oops, I'm doxing him. All the way from North America. Thanks for joining. I wonder if you can. I threw the mic at a bunch of people here. ZZ, I sent you. I accepted your speaker request. Grateful Magnet, MetaMic, and Swavery. I did send you the mic. I did want to give you the opportunity to hear your voice and to see what's on with you. Give us updates. I always want to hear updates from the over community. But I know if you can't, I know some of you might be driving, or some of you may be listening and just coming in to support the community, but you just want to show your PFP for support. So I really appreciate that. So I will be seeing if you are coming up. We lost Hexadize. Like literally, he came on as speaker twice, and then he dropped off. So I don't know. He must have been. Hopefully, he comes back on again. You know what I wanted to do though? Okay, let's kind of like stop with the mapping for a bit, because like okay, I love the whole mapping thing, and why over is mapping and all that. And however, hey Shamanic, oh my God, Shamanigo, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? It's good to see you. It's good. It's really good to see you again. And I know you changed your PFP. Way to go. And I see Alhambra. Am I pronouncing that right? Alhambra. Hey, Alhambra.
Yes, Alhambra. Alhambra is the name of the place.
That's actually a very famous classical Spanish song in the guitar. Like, like you know what I mean? I actually have that piano guitar piece, which is very hard to play. Anyway, let's get away from mapping the world for a second, and let's talk about like augmented reality on over, because I was thinking about it. Like I know that over is focused on Map the World and their Map to Earn campaign, which is fantastic. And if you guys want to know more about that, just I tell you guys, just be resourceful. Go to the website over thereality.ai, and you will see it. It's right there. It's the first thing, mapping the world. Like find it, or you can follow us on Twitter or X. I also call it Twitter, and then you'll see the pinned tweet to see like what we were doing, or just DM us. But anyway, I want to talk about the augmented reality aspect of it, because that's really what I love about over. And I know that's Wavery down there. He wanted to do a project with, I believe, the Yorkville Business District, or Yorkville. Oh, I'm just gonna dox you. Sorry, Yorkville in Toronto is a very posh. It's almost like the Beverly. What's that? Oh, come on. It's like Yorkville to me is like the Rodeo Drive of Beverly Hills. So Yorkville in Toronto is like the Rodeo Drive of Beverly Hills, more or less. And Swavery owns quite a number of overlands in that area. And I know that he, I believe, has a team or a group of people who, I think 2 years ago, they actually did an augmented reality experience where they put out a really wonderful I don't know what it was. It was like a statue, or it was some kind of like AR kiosk that had some of the business names that were part of the Yorkdale community. No, not Yorkdale, Yorkville. Sorry, Yorkville community. And I wanted to just go back on that, because what a lot of people may not know, and if you guys are listening about it now, if you're listening now, you don't need, I mean, yes, Alea-san, I know you know this. Yes, it would be great for McDonald's or Starbucks or a big brand that has a global reach to be on over the reality, meaning to use over the reality spatial platform to create augmented reality experiences for their marketing, for their advertising, to gamify whatever campaign they have, or and stuff like that. But I love what I think Grateful Magnet did that. He actually a few weeks ago, or I don't know about the timeline, but he was in a store and he showed I believe the store owner what you could do with over the reality and augmented reality, and the store owner was like really blown away and amazed. And that kind of approach where you can go to a mom and pop shop, you don't necessarily need to go to a like a big brand, global brand. You can just go to a mom and pop shop cafe, and like local stores or retailers. Show them what they can do. Show them what they can do on over, and they can create something on over with using AR. And I know that not everybody knows how to create anything in 3D, but you know what? You have universities. You have universities that have like design schools, and you have Fiverr for good. You can crowdsource, somebody who can build on Unity. So I just wanted to like mention that, and I know we know this, but I need to mention it publicly, or whatever, recorded in a space so that people can go, oh yeah, maybe. Elias, what were you gonna add?
Well, actually, this is one of my main core ideas, and one of the main things I always share with the people trying to tell about over the reality. Yes, it's part of main. The mapping is main core part for advancing this, but I disagree and with the people who wants to, I don't know, all the lands and of McDonald's and then fight with them. Like I don't have that take. I prefer rather to that to buy the land where is the local barber shop, buy the land, map the place, make the augmented experience for them, make them have a few, just 10 extra customers, just because these 10 extra customers came because they want to make a TikTok, augmented reality, blah, 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 whatever. And, guess what? The barber guy who is running the barber shop, what he wants to do? He wants to just cut the barber, and that's it. So this is the new age of the new publicity, let's say. So how before was people making your .com website and trying to make the publicity and etc. This is just the same, but in the new version. So I really agree with this idea. Actually, this is the same idea let's put sell to the people. This is the way you should start to engage with OVR. Start to engage with small local things, wherever, a shop, a barber, shoe shops, a jewelry store, wherever, like right now, in this moment, last week, I did this with my cousin from Argentina. So my cousin have 18 years old. He is finishing the high school. So I'm asking him to finish the high school for sure first. So, like finish the school. That's very important. But beside that, his father owns an ice cream shop. So I thought to him, let's go, let's do your wallet. I teach him how to do his MetaMask. I teach him how to start on OVR. He made his account. I sent him a few tokens. He bought the 3 lands that is, where is it, the ice cream shop. So the idea is to him to start, using the builder, the OVR builder for make the overlay for his shop, his father's shop, and then that experience for sure will lead him to continue doing that things to other business, not just his father's shop, his ice cream shop. It's just the beginning, So I'm really happy to do this thing. For example, with my cousin, that my family, and I don't see my family from Argentina for long than 7 years ago. So I just have a talk with them, and they realize that what I'm talking about is true, and it's not just that. We are planning to do a virtual space for doing gym with my uncle, the another part of my family, because he have 7 swimming pools uh, with climatized water and the gyms beside the swimming pool and all this place. We go map. I know you don't want to talk about mapping, but these things must go map and then get virtual, and then we will be able to join in a kickboxing classroom or whatever you want to put in that space, in the gym, and then you have the virtual classes and the virtual spaces. So this is just starting. You know what I mean? We are in the beginning on all these things, and I'm really excited because I see that even my family members are trying to start to do it. Like and they're like 1,600 kilometers from here, so they I don't see them long time, and the culture and the technology in Argentina is not even closer to this that we are talking about, to have smart glasses and etc. But they believe in, they know that this is true. Like, I'm really excited how all the things in the universe is going on right now. So that's why I'm sharing it, and really agree. This is the way to engage with OVR. Try to do on your local place. Try to reach local stores, very small, because they don't want to do the advertising. You will do that. You will get paid for do that, and they will get new customers. So it's a win-win for everyone. Like, you're making the new jobs of the future. You are building your future. So this is the most important part of mapping. Actually, mapping is worthless if we don't start to build the augmented reality layer. Totally. Mapping is totally worthless if we don't start to build all the lands that doesn't have any live experience. Even a picture for myself is I don't know, like, I don't know what is doing people with the zombie lands. Like, I have 77 lands, and all of them have at least a picture inside, because I really want to see, already this augmented reality version of the reality. So that's something also. That's why I did a thread a few weeks ago, trying to show up OGs, all of Gs from OVR that have a lot of lands to start to build. Or if you don't want to build, just reach someone, because there is a lot of people already doing really good content, and OVR could have a lot of very good content on live already, because a lot of lands are without nothing there. That's very sad.
Well, I mean, sure, but no, yeah, totally. And I love the part where you don't have to. You could just create something. You can just buy their land, buy the overland over like a local pop shop, and show them and create something and show them well, what to do instead of like telling them. I think that's fantastic, and you're right. Like, what is the point of mapping the world or 3D mapping if you're not going to use it for a type of AR experience? And that's exactly what I want to come around to, because you don't. Okay, it's great to join the Map to Earn program because you can win you can not win, but you can obtain over tokens as rewards for mapping. And now I love that over has extended the X3 boost till July 15th. And so what X3 boost is, any type of map, what overland you map, you get like 3 times the amount or whatever. But you don't even, if you don't want to join the thing, which I don't know why, but if you don't want to join the Map to Earn program, you can still map. You can still map whatever the heck you want to map. If you are a businessman, if you are someone who travels, if you're a digital nomad who travels to so many places because that's what your job entails, you can download the Over app. It's great to join the Map to Earn program, but if you don't even need to, you can just map as you go and then create AR experience, like use those 3D maps to create your own AR experiences. I don't know. Like if you like, let's say I can imagine there are content creators out there. There are graphic designers and game devs or whatever that work remotely, and then they travel like because they can. And I don't see like if I was one of them, I would definitely just download the Over app. I would map something that I want to create an AR experience for, and then there you go. You don't even need to be part of the Map to Earn program, though I don't know why you wouldn't, because you definitely get rewarded with over tokens. And people say, well, what am I going to do with over tokens? I'm not even to crypto. Well, you can kind of like swap that or trade that in for like USDC, USDT, and eventually fiat. Elias, yes.
Just one feature that I want to share with you. Like, this is one of the things also I try to explain to the people. You're making a three-dimensional picture. If you like to take pictures, this is the whole new level of taking a picture. Bro, you're making a three-dimensional picture, like with almost 1,000 pictures, you're blending them through IE and making a huge picture, let's say. So it's infinite things that you can do and really share with OVR. It's not just the mapping or making the AR things. Like I really like to share the content I'm sharing, because the maps, the picture of the maps are like fantastic also.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Slavery! Welcome, my friends. Good to hear from you.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Thanks for
Hey,
the mic.
yeah, how are you? Are you driving right now?
Close to. I'm headed to my car to start driving to my appointment, but yeah, I'm always on the move.
Um,
But yeah, I just have a few minutes. I just wanted to chime in real quick before getting in my car. So a different perspective on the whole mapping strategy and the whole opportunities that exist, or the opportunities that exist around it. I think that let's not forget that we're building a database of IP, intellectual property, that will be valuable to perhaps a big company, or could be leveraged in other ways. We're going into a new era of, I guess, digital frontier, if I can call it that, and having as much of the areas that Google Maps cannot access in a spatial format is tremendously valuable. I don't think it's worthless. I think it's absolutely, um, it's literally a treasure trove. If there's enough people out there in the world that start mapping areas inside buildings, inaccessible areas that cars can't go to or people don't normally access, and you can create a point cloud associated with that and the relocation data that goes along with that. That's of tremendous value. Sorry, I'm walking here and I'm talking, so it's kind of hot too, so getting a little winded. But I hope that gets the point across. Just a
no,
different perspective.
no, that's a great point. That is an amazing point you brought up, and your audio was loud and clear. It was perfect. Thank you so much for sharing that point. Yes. And I'm glad that this space is recorded, because that definitely could be a snippet. Thank you so much for sharing that, Swavery. Yeah, absolutely. Creating a database with IP. And that's the thing. So when people say, so RWA, real world assets, right? That is a whole topic, another buzzword going around crypto Twitter, or the Twitter space, or online social media, or whatever, or in Web3. And everybody's talking about real world assets, real world assets. And Over the Reality posted, I think about a month ago, a tie into real world assets. And I know I mentioned this before, but I'm just going to mention it again in case for new people watching. Is a real world asset is anything like, oh my God, like people building out physical infrastructures and putting them on the blockchain. And what Over is building is exactly what Swavery has said, is when you 3D map a geolocation. And he's right. There are competitors out there. I think there's Hive Mapper. It's not even a competitor. Hive Mapper is also like mapping or taking photos of, like, let's say, like physical locations, except what they're doing is they are providing people with a like sort of like a dash cam kind of thing, and to put it in their car, and then they ask people to drive around, pretty much what Google's doing, right? However, what Swavery said is what people can't do, and they don't have the technology that detailed and to map or take photos of a geolocation indoors, and that is huge. And I know that there is Luma AI, Luma Labs AI. You could easily 3D, not 3D map, but create a 3D asset, but it's not geolocated, I believe. And that's the thing that Over has a heads up on. So when we're talking about real world assets, the real world assets that ties into Over is property, is a physical location. That if it's it, come on, real estate is almost is pretty much everything. Not everything, but it's a huge real world asset that is very that has so much use cases eventually. Am I saying that right? I hear somebody. Yeah, MetaMike. I see you, MetaMike. How are you?
How's it going? I don't know how my mic got turned on. I just looked down and it was on. Hopefully, it wasn't on for too long.
No, it was good. I just heard some wind, and I was like, oh, somebody's mic is on. They want to like chime in. Do you have any? Did you want to chime in at all?
Yeah, actually, I just was kind of curious on finding out more information on resources for creating experiences. Like, obviously, like Aaliyah said, it's like one of the most important things that we should be doing. So I'm just curious on like what Over's doing to help facilitate that. Is there any like workshops in the Discord where we can like build together? Like, I even went into the Discord and found like the builder chat, but it doesn't look like you're even allowed to upload videos and photos. So, I'm just kind of wondering. I don't mind jumping into stuff, but like I really like to see people doing it, and like it makes me want to get into it more. Like it's hard to kind of get the wheel running by yourself.
No, so yes, so there is that builder channel on Discord, but we also have a Over SDK Telegram group, which I can send you the link. I'll DM you the link, and you have Mert. He's one of the mods or creators. He has actually done a number of video tutorials on how to get started. I'm not going to say unfortunately, but yeah, unfortunately, sorry, Over, but they revamped their website a few months ago, and a lot of the, I guess, links to things are kind of like hidden and buried in a new hamburger menu. So I will send you the links to documentation on how to get started. We do have a web builder that's really easy. You don't need to use Unity, but Over's platform is compatible with Unity. So, and they have its own Unity SDK. But you don't if you don't know Unity, you can absolutely learn it on YouTube University. However, you can also upload stuff on what's it called, using the web builder. I will send you those links. I'll also send you the link to the Over SDK group where a lot of the builders are. And I'm going to say this again. Unfortunately, a lot of the Over creators that were so bullish on creating on Over and using AR with AR, that happened in late 2020, 2021, 2022. Like you couldn't get enough of Cyber Nerd Baby showing stuff, Metaverse Mins, Soyo Crypto, Hollywood Land, Hexadized. I'm just Altered Alley, George Walker, Lo-Fi Radio, LM Design. Like the list goes on of AR creators building on Over. And I think, as with all things, I think there was an issue. Yeah, I'm going to say this. There was an issue with the Over SDK that Cyber Nerd Baby had identified, and they needed that to be resolved. And I'm not sure if that was resolved now, but there's a, what's that word? There's definitely a learning curve of creating stuff on Unity as opposed to creating stuff with like Blender and stuff like that and easily uploading that .gbl file on Spatial. So that's where a lot of the creators ended up. They went to a platform with the least resistance. as is life, right? You always go where there's the least resistance. And as much as all the creators believe in over the reality, and they still do, and they still have content there and stuff like that, they want to create. Creators want to create, and they're going to create on a platform where there is the least resistance. And currently, the least resistance for building out any type of 3D stuff, and you want your work to be experienced and people and share it, is platforms like Spatial. So, but MetaMike, I will definitely hook you up and connect with you. And yeah, there's always that ebb and flow of things. Like we see that in fashion, we see that in anything. And so, Over definitely had that peak of content creators harping on, oh my God, this is amazing. This is what I can do. Look at this, look at this, look at this. But they were using the web builder. Some of them were learning Unity, and Soyo Crypto, aka Hollywood Lands, is also learning Unity, and they're still building out. It's just that they're not as I guess, like, hey, hey, shouting from the rooftops anymore. I guess because they're really busy learning Unity and building. So, but yeah, I'll definitely connect with you. You and Era Labs as well. I'll definitely do that. And I see, hey Tej, how are you? Thank you for joining the space. Hey, Open Metaverse, and I see Cosmic down there. If you would love to, like share your, I guess, your thoughts on augmented reality and the future of augmented reality, just give me a hands up, and I'll give you the mic. Zizi, are you still able to join? Hang on, let's try again. I wonder if you can log off and come back, ZZ, and then maybe Twitter X technology will be able to let you speak again. It's like insane. I know Swavery dropped down as a listener. He's probably in his car, but he really did a really great point. And Elias as well. There's so much you can. That's why I love Over the Reality, because there's just so much you can do with the platform, the 3D mapping, the I always say that I know Over kind of wanted to get away from the term metaverse because it kind of like had a bad rap when Facebook switched to Meta, and then they had that whole metaverse narrative. But I always thought of if it was a metaverse, and I even don't like that word metaverse. We don't know what it is. It's just a different way of, I guess, socializing and communicating and experiencing stuff. But I always thought of if we're gonna attach the label metaverse to Over, I'd always say that they're really the ubiquitous metaverse, because people don't know they're included in Over's metaverse. The portal is through the mobile app, and pretty soon whatever other AR device is going to come up in the future. ZZ, did you come back? Let me check you again. Did you drop down and come back up? Anyway, Elias, what are you going to do? I know it's Thursday already. What are your plans for this weekend? You said, are you going to that island you said, somewhere in Ireland?
It's a castle. It's
Oh, a
a
castle.
city from my house, like 2 hours. So it's a little bit long trip, but it's okay. But it's worth, very, very worth. And the castle is gorgeous. The place, I don't know why I didn't went before, honestly. I seems like I was having too many rewards closer to house, so I didn't reach that far away. But these days, also, well, maybe because the screen of the new phone is bigger, so I just zoom out a little bit further than the normal, and I see like 3K, like too close. I said, wait a minute, like, wait a minute, how I didn't see this? Like, it's a huge spot, and it seems like when I was zooming out, it was merging with not other spots, so I never see it. Or when I see it, it's like, wow, no, this I need to go this weekend, yes or yes. I mean, like at least till the end of this month, or this 3x reward. But I'm used to make 70 maps per day, so that 300 maybe can be a weekend or 2 weekends maximum.
Oh my God, that's so amazing. I'll be looking forward to seeing your mappings on that. I want to also do a shout out to Cosmic Oak Media. So I'm following you back. So here's their profile. It's a UK media manufacturing company using radiance fields to promote people, like neural radiance fields, I believe, plays to promote people, places, and businesses in 3 and 4D. And I really love that. And I noticed that a few of our we're a few of the over community is following you. There's Soyo Crypto. You even got Michele Zanello, our head of growth and partnerships, following you, and you have Era Labs. And I'm curious to know what is going on. I'm going to send you. Oh, Zizi, you changed your. Here you go. I'm sending you guys the mic. Let me see, Zizi. You changed your.
I hope if he is in UK, like
You
we
guys
can
can
meet
meet up.
when we go to UK. You know,
Yes, with
like
our
in
Hexa.
flesh.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be super nice.
Hey,
We will meet another community member there from. There's a very old OG. So there is the customized T-shirt, something like that. Is the user? He also have like something like 300, 400 lands. So yes, it will be very nice UK. So it's
yes,
huge
yes,
pleasure.
yes. That's true. That's true. Cosmic, how are you?
Hello there, nice to meet everybody for a change. I've listened in the past, and I'm listening today with great joy and intent to add to the maps myself. Of course, this company, Cosmic Oak, is a second company. I'm actually Scannerian on other accounts that people may know of, and I've been scanning prolifically lots of spaces over the last 2 years with Luma. And before that on Google Maps with 360 and things like that. But Google have approached me recently with an option to make, radiance fields for their map service as well. And what you guys are doing is fantastic. So I'd just like to say hi anyway to the community, and thanks for the shout out there. It's very nice to hear about what people think about the new company. So.
Oh no, you're welcome, and I love that you joined. So I can't believe that. So Google reached out to you. Are you going to be working with them, ish?
Well, I think it's just a common work thing. You know, they sent me some credit to verify my account. They're going to give me a few $100 in credits to make Radiance Field renders. I've been making the Radiance Fields renders, but I'm kind of under NDA at the moment.
Okay,
I'm working
okay.
with Shutterstock, but let's just say that some of the people who run blogs like Radiance Fields and Shutterstock and myself are working on movements, like trucking, arcing, booming. We've been working on this for a while now. There's a consortium of us in the visual effects industry that I supply for to Shutterstock. And that's for virtual production in the States. I've already delivered some deliverables last year for them, some castles and other British scenes. Using cinema stock as well, so it's very high ProRes codecs and what have you, so you get a much better result on the radiance field. But just recently, they ran a PDF by me to take better, sharper room scans, if you like, space scans, large scale scans. And I think between us, we're going to make some kind of, tutorials that will help people. But I heard that you have someone who's doing something on YouTube and the Telegram thing. I don't have Telegram, but I will put it in my device, and I'd be interested to liaise with those people on the current movements that I use and the stabilizers and the best, practices for capturing spaces, if you like.
Oh yes, please. Elias is right up here. He's one of the speakers. Please follow him and connect with him. He's actually done a few video tutorials on mapping, and I will say that I know we say that just download the overmap, go to the mapping feature, follow the tutorial, but there is a skill to it, a type of skill. And you're right about what movements to make and stuff. So please follow Elias, connect with him, because I believe there's very few. He down there is also Hexadize, Mayor, and a few other people have really gotten the knack of creating quality 3D maps, which we use like the Gaussian splatting. We did
Yeah,
you right?
Gaussian splat is the way to go. The other thing was that the the way that you move is you think that the common sense version of like how you would move through a room would just be to go at right angles, but it's actually not. You know, when you come to a corner, for example, you make a kind of arcing move. And one of the best apps I've found for making really clean scans is Scaniverse, which are, I think they're US based, but they've got an office in Bristol just up the road from me. And they can do it on the device. You know, even on my iPhone 11, I can still do that. I've got an iPhone 15 Pro. It renders a bit quicker, but at least I can get a preview of what the space is going to look like. And also I can pause when I need to do a second arc on, say, a right angle or something like that and capture the room very cleanly. The other nice thing I like about the Scaniverse app is just that whole, like, you can reiterate it. You can put it through about 5 or 6 times to make it cleaner and cleaner, you know, which is fantastic that Gaussian splats can process on an app on your phone. Like this time last year, the amount of rendering it took just to make nerfs before the splats turned up was incredible, you know, and costly as well, given the current prices of electricity in this country. But yeah, I mean, I love what I do because I do a lot of architectural jobs and museums and things like that. And as you say, Google Maps don't always get permission to go into those places or want to go into those places. But I just go as a kind of day trip. No one pays me for those things. I just go in and if it's English Heritage or National Trust, I scan it, I put it up there. They're quite happy because it helps their footfall. And I want to put it on places like Map to Earn. And incidentally, I do have the Map to Earn in this phone. And I have a crypto wallet. It took me minutes to set up a MetaMask account, I think it was, and attach it to the wallet thing. So it's a very easy process, and I'm looking forward to getting started. It's just that in the past, when I've tried to make these scans, I've not always had the best reception to for it to work. You know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I would love to know your take on uh mapping with Over's mapping feature and app compared to
Yeah.
like Scanniverse and what you're doing with Google and the Radiance fields. I would just love
Yeah, and
how you're
also
comparing
Luma.
that.
And Luma too, you know, and
Yes.
sometimes it's just raw footage with Luma. Although years ago, when I was making data sets for Polycam and Displayland, you know, 5, 6 years back, I took those data sets, photogrammetry data sets, and put them into Polycam and drone footage into Polycam and got amazing results for that app as well. And of course, you know, I kind of work with kitchens sometimes as well. So I like the fact that you can like measure a room afterwards in Polycam. It'll give you a 3D room plan and things like that. So there's so many apps that I've been using over the years, but this is a new one, and I promise I will actually make an effort to make some scans this week with the current moves that I have in my head that I'm studying at the moment. And playing around with. So you'll see some results from me soon. I just need to find something pretty and interesting to put on the map. So
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. And do tag over and also me, but also tag over the reality. I'll see it anyway.
yeah,
And
excellent.
great. That's oh, thank you so much for taking the time to join and share what you're doing. I really appreciate
Yeah,
that.
and as I say, a lot more people know me as Scannerian on Twitter and places like that. So I've had more hits and follows on that account than
Oh,
I have with Cosmic Oak Media. Is just I'm a director of this company because it's a limited company, and it's only been going for a few months anyway. So I'm making the effort now to lift it up and go with it. So thanks very much for the shout out and the follows as well. I really appreciate that to everybody who's listening. And yeah, I hope that I can add to help people create better scans and cleaner scans. And we'll look forward to viewing each other's rooms and
oh
spaces in
my
the
God,
future.
that's right. Oh my God, thank you so much. Can you please DM me your other account, the Scanneranian, or if you
Scannerian, yeah,
Scannerian
sure. So my,
or
my name is Ian, by the way. I just
wait,
I've got
Ian George.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's me.
I know you.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Oh
following. Yeah,
dear.
we're following on Over the Reality. We messaged you. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Well,
yeah. So
welcome. You're everywhere,
thank you.
Ian. So good to finally get to speak with you.
Yeah, you too. And thanks again for having me on. It was really nice. I'm enjoying the chats. So I've got to go for my dinner soon, but certainly I'll listen as far as I can tonight. And thanks.
Oh,
Cheers for
okay.
now.
Thank you, and good appetit or wherever you are. Bon appetit. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining. Have a great meal.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Bye bye.
bye bye, Ian. All right, I know
Bye.
Ian. We reached out to him, and he was like totally like using Luma Labs to scan stuff, and we thought, you know what? Let's reach out to Ian George, and maybe he can like use the overwrap and final and yeah, well, yeah, finally he's actually getting the what do you call it? Like the mind space to do it, you know? So I'm really excited. ZZ, welcome. I'm so glad you finally got to the technology, Twitter's tech got you to join our spaces.
Yeah, I was having some difficulties. Hello, I did some maps. I'm around Lisbon a lot because I live here and met another power mapper here. It's a pretty nice place. And now expanding outwards, traveling. I've been to Barcelona last week. Was nice. I did a lot of mapping there. And yeah, I love to hear about that use case, the secret little use case we have there. But in general, spatial computing is just, I mean, Apple has really invested a lot into it over the years. They made their phones be very powerful in that sense for spatial computing, even before it was even a big topic. I don't know if you remember Pokemon Go, but they used to do AR. It was maybe the first use case that I've seen for it. And yeah, it's nice to see that we're growing in the community. And I feel like we should have maybe a t-shirt, an Over t-shirt, be able to order that from Over.
We, oh my god, I'm so Elias.
I just got them, bro.
Yeah, I've heard that. But did you, like, obviously you got them, like, but maybe an option to pay however many over to get them, like, one t-shirt or hoodie,
that
whatever.
will be for sure. I will talk with the marketing team, and I will see to try to reach something for you like that. Like I see Carmen having the sticker of OVR in her cup.
No, but I actually have. Okay, keep talking. I'm gonna like show you something.
Yeah, because I got the same sticker. That's very good. I saw that you were in Barcelona. I was saying, whoa, the people from Portugal is starting to move out like very soon, very quickly. Like,
Yeah.
whoa. What is going on? Like 2 weeks ago, you were saying to me, no, but these people is playing too hard. Like I said, like, but you are traveling around now, so wow.
Yeah, the maps disappear quickly.
Very happy for that, for sure. Yeah, that's it, Carmen. Showing her OVR cup with Kiki.
Yeah, except the thing is, Over didn't do this. In 2021, I was so excited that I just got the logo and created it. I don't use it much. Actually, I could still use it because it's not really on brand. Over rebranded to OVER, but OVR is actually the token thing. So I guess I could still use it. But yeah, I like black better. But no,
I
definitely.
love it. And
Yeah.
I love it that you did it, because my first t-shirt, that's something I can say to CZ. Like, you can make your own ones. If
Yes.
you want, I can
Yeah,
send to you the files and who is the one who did mine. But I will try to reach OVR and let's see if they can do a merch that we can buy from them. That is would be
Crypto
awesome.
merch.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, Elias. I don't know when you started with Over, but I know in 2021, there was plans, or there was plans on creating an Over merch store, an online store where they would put some of their merch up, and people can buy. Right, Hexadize remembers. So I don't know where that is right now, but definitely people were wanting that. And Over said they were planning to, so I don't know. But maybe you can kind of like say something about that, Elias. Like whatever happened to, the plan of having an online store where people can just buy whatever, because I think that's a great idea. But Zizi, it's so good to finally get you up here. I see you, Hex. I want to hear from you, Hexadice. Zizi, how did you find out about Over? Was it in Lisbon?
Um, so Lisbon is notorious for being like the Web3 state, let's say, because it's very leveraged here since they don't really pursue, let's say, crypto tax, or
Right.
they're very friendly with it, let's put it like that. And a lot of little startups come here and try to get their foot in here. I've come across Over because of my dad, actually. He owns a lot of Over lands, like 500 maybe, and
What?
he sees it as an investment. So yeah.
Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. That is crazy for a son, for a father. Wait a minute, because that's interesting. So how did your father find out about Over?
Good question. He's just investing a lot into the crypto space, and let's say gaming, in particular Web3 gaming, has been very, very much active in his portfolio, but also other stuff. So Over was kind of a unique fit there, but it's definitely it's hard to say anything, because it's like he has his side of it, thinking of it as an investor, and I see of it as a mapper. It's very different perspectives there.
Oh my God, I love it. Is your dad on Twitter or X? Twitter X?
No, he's undercover.
Is he? Oh, I would have loved to, because I would love to talk to your dad, and I would also love to have like a father and son perspective on Over and hash it out. That would be fun. Do you think he would
Let's see.
join a Twitter
Maybe
space?
maybe we can get a outreach portfolio for him, like a profile.
Yeah. I mean, that would be really great, to be honest, Zizi. And I love that you are here. So please follow Elias and Cosmic and Hexadize and Metamike and Tej and everybody here. Oh, we're all like,
Yeah, it's my first time here, unfortunately, because I never came across it directly. Like, I've been told from the Discord to come here, but it was hard with X. It's not the easiest.
no, it's not. Don't get Elias started. He's gonna start throwing shade at Elon Musk, so don't get him started. But no, it's
Rightfully.
welcome to the community, and we're looking forward to
I
seeing your
won't.
scan. Elias, we're looking forward to
Thank
seeing
you.
your maps. So good
Thank you.
to hear from you. Hexadize, hey Hex,
Hey, Judo fan.
where are you? How are you? My God, I miss you so much. What happened? You were dropping in and out. Was Twitter X Tech being really naughty today?
You know how it goes. Like, 1 minute you're on the Wi-Fi, the next minute you're around the corner and it disconnects, and then the next minute, yeah, it's just technical. Like, this is what we're doing here. We're breaking things. It's always making it better.
No, that's true. And Hex, Meta Mike was saying that he was so right. I don't know if you were here when Meta Mike was saying, like it would, I'm going to paraphrase you, Meta Mike. You were saying something like, it would be good if you saw, like, not, okay, I'm totally botching up what you said, but something like it would be great if you saw a lot of creators creating stuff on Over the Reality, and you could join in and feel the vibe and all that stuff. I know I totally botched up on what you were saying, but I was saying that, okay, MetaMike, yeah, you say it. Go on. You can say it.
Yeah, well, I was just going to add to it, like, what I'd really love to see, and I've been pushing Spatial for this too, and I did get it like 3 times, but then they didn't keep it going, is exactly what we're doing right here, except for in Discord, where somebody who knows what they're doing is sharing their screen, and they're like, okay, I'm going to put this avatar in here for this business today, or today we're gonna like make this little game that's super simple, or every day or every workshop there's just another simple task that you can watch somebody do. And like a lot of like, even when Spatial did this, it was amazing because like you could do what I'm saying, but then I guess the kind of the issue was that they went right to the beginning where it's like, okay, we're gonna install the SDK today, and I'm like, oh man, like we want to learn something. We don't want to watch the stuff that I could just go on YouTube and see, or read the docs and figure out really easily. I want to know how to implement the scripts or the whatever the thing that is the more complicated thing that you can't find resources for easily, and you need to kind of be in that discussion and be able to ask the questions and see the person say, oh yeah, just look in this menu here, see down here, yep, there it is right there. You know, like Twitter's so great for these conversations, but like we're in the future, we're like running around metaverse and building an AR, and we're still like having these talks with just our voices when we have all these extra things at our disposal, and we don't seem to be using them other than for like making YouTube videos that there's no two-way communication on, right?
No, no, my God, I totally hear you. So
I
last,
totally agree. I don't know why we don't use that much Discord, the official Discord server, for these kind of things that you say, because I totally love sharing the screen and do 101 teaching people how to do things. So
yeah,
I don't know why we don't use that much, but it's a great idea. That's the best way. For myself, I have TDAH, HDAD, and I have dyslexia. So the best way to teach or to learn is visually, you know, like not just speaking. And I really agree with that part.
yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to start to build this new content for the YouTube channel. So yes, indeed, part of the content will touch the builder and how to use the builder from zero to hero, let's say.
Yeah, no, that is a great thing, Meta Mike, and you're right, Elias. We did a creator summer series last year where we got one creator, and they would share their screen. Like first we'd do a Twitter space and we would talk about what they did and stuff like that, and then we would go on to Discord and they would show like how they did a certain aspect of Unity or how they created that. We just wanted to test that out. And it was good. It was great. It was good, but obviously sometimes their what's it called? Their either their connection with the studio that they were at or their laptop, it takes a lot of bandwidth and resources to like share and stuff like that, but we definitely can still do that. We also wanted Mert was, you guys know Mert. If we're trying to get Mert to also do like video tutorials and stuff like that, because he would probably be the best one because he knows Unity, or learning on Unity. And to be honest, when I first found out about Over in 2021, I'm all about live streaming. And anyway, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I created a Discord server, and I wanted to do this is what I'm doing on Over on in AR, but I never really got around to it. I just did not have the time. But that's a really great idea. I mean, it should be done. And you're right. I hate that. It's like, why isn't anybody using the technology we have? And you're right. Why on social audio? That's why I'm live streaming my face, because I can. You know what I mean? But I hear you're frustrated. I would be. I'm not saying that you're frustrated, but I would be frustrated. It's like, come on, why aren't you showing something when we have all this technology? 100% right, and 100% I agree with you. And I don't know. I don't know the answer for that.
And the thing too, like from Spatial's perspective, like, and I'm just using them as an example because it's the only other platform that I had this kind of conversation with. And like they're like, yeah, but it's hard to like allocate the resources, and it's all about moving around their resources and budgets and people's time and all this stuff. But like, so give it to the community. Open up a channel that anybody can go live in, and reach out to community members and schedule them to like do a live stream. Maybe pay them with some over token or something, which is like not probably part of the budget you have to worry about. And like just let the community do it themselves. Like, what if it turned into something where Sure, there's workshops scheduled like 2 times a week or whatever it is, but in between that time, you might be able to just pop in there and just find people building at any time during the night at unscheduled. Like maybe people start building while they're in there, even if nobody's there, so that there's somebody there for someone to check and jump in and watch them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I hear you. There's a community called Zonko on the mainnet's cross platform blockchain. I love mainnets and I love Zonko. And literally, I was in a Discord with him and Cars Garlic. Shout out to Cars. And he was creating he was launching an NFT collection, and we got to see him he asked us, what trait do you want to see? So he literally, we said, oh, do this, do that. So we saw him create on Discord on his laptop, or well, I don't know, on his using I don't know what he was using, Photoshop or whatever. He was creating the NFT. We were talking, we were laughing while he was making that NFT, and then we were still talking, and he launched it. No, you're right. I don't know why they're. I never mind. It's okay. But yeah, it is what it is. People, I love seeing communities or brands using Discord and other technology to just connect with their community and be transparent and show what they're doing. Like literally Zonko or Shroomy, he's Shroomy on Discord. He and his team always open up their Discord, and you can just log in and see what the heck they're doing, like on screen, like what they're building, like what they're creating on like Unity. And I think that's it's so amazing. Stephanie Fung, I think she does. I don't think she does every Thursdays today. She does a live stream on digital designing. I think I don't know what she uses. She probably uses Blender and Photoshop and all this stuff, but she's doing that. She's doing live streams teaching people if you want to be a digital designer, how do you create 3D assets and how you move them and everything. And I love that. I love it when people use the technology to share stuff. Zizi, what were you gonna say? Would you like to add?
Yeah, a bit further off topic, but like for the creation and the usage of the maps, I don't know how's looking with like mashing maps together, like having an experience with multiple maps in a space, because normally spaces that I do map is of course a lot of maps in one place together. Um, Also by one owner, so I was thinking if we embrace more on the quality of the maps, and maybe as someone else also mentioned, the redoing on some other spatial recording platforms, like if you can re-go on a map and make it better and refinish the quality of it, how could you like mash maps together and have a bigger space that you can experience? Maybe a plaza, for example.
Okay, I know that over last year came out with a feature where you can create AR experiences with adjacent lands. Like if you owned an overland, if you owned a number of overlands that were attached to each other, then you can create one huge AR experience. I don't know about if you can map the entire thing at once. Is that what you're trying to say, Ish?
No. I mean, like for the use case, really. So that's interesting. I didn't know about that. It's would be cool for me to know such things, because if you map multiple maps, for example, in a shopping mall, and you could offer Google a floor completely mapped of a shopping mall that someone could experience and walk through, that would be interesting.
Oh, I see what you're doing. So, yeah, so the purpose of having the Map the World campaign and incentivizing people to 3D map with their Map to Earn program is to actually collect and build out a database. Over wants to be the largest database for these 3D maps in Gaussian splats, like so you can have like real world like IP data. And what Over is doing is when you are creating these 3D maps, mind you, they need to be of good quality, obviously. You can they can buy the maps from you. You can keep the maps. You can keep what you're doing, or you can sell the maps to over because they do want to collect that data, and because for the in the future they want to have that data to later on turn around and sell. So when you're talking about mapping something and say, hey Google, here it is. Yeah. Yeah. Like, let's see how far that goes with you, right?
Yeah, right. I posted something under this space. So I've seen lately on Google Maps that they're experiencing, like, experimenting with augmented reality, like in a broader space. I'm guessing they use satellite footage for that because it wouldn't be feasible to have a helicopter fly around the whole cities with it. But you can see how the potential for it is there, and having that for smaller spaces and indoor, I think it's not so far away.
No, because as a I guess you really are new. So you can definitely map indoors with Over's mapper. That where Google is not allowed or they cannot, right? So people have definitely mapped very detailed indoor 3D whatever 3D photos of like stores and the merchandise in the stores where you can't even tell. Aleas did that, I believe. Roberto did that. He's part of the Over team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love seeing that in use in Google or whatever other platform there could be for it, so we could, or people could start experiencing it. It's a bit of a shame that we don't use the spaces we make right now.
Oh, you mean
But OBR is doing it.
Yeah.
All right. I can tell you, Zizi. You know, I have a waterfall that is very close to my house. I even didn't know that waterfall exists there. I just got the pop-up on the app and said, oh, look, I have a map very close to do it. When I went there, was a waterfall, so nice. And I have that waterfall, so it was a Cloverleaf map, so I didn't got, let's say, directly rewards, but I got rewarded in another way because OVR took that map and built an experience for the map. Sorry for the notification of my phone. And then there is a Drake in that waterfall there. So then I went to visit the place and did the experiment of the AR experience. So it is working there. It's super perfect. So there is a few maps. They are already starting to do that. So they are starting slowly, because I see there was a map, there was a soccer field, something like that, and they put a little robot there, like playing something. So yes, they are starting to do that actually, slowly, but
Yeah, I've seen that in the featured experiences. When I go through the app, I see some of the experiences. But yeah, seeing that start to build out, but in a broader, more commercial sense, would be nice for the project.
Yeah, well, that is in terms of commercial aspect. That is what that is that is the goal of Over's 3D mapping, is so they can turn around and sell it to commercial or whatever private. And they just released the ability to actually import and include an AR experience within those maps. So to me, that's huge when it comes to Web3 gaming. Like, it's huge because I know that to create an environment, just an environment alone, if you want to do 3D Web3 gaming, did I just say that? Web3 gaming, it's like there are people in game design or whatever that just do shadows and shaders. There are people in a game studio that just do like lighting, and that is it. So to create a whole what's it called, like a background or environment is huge. But if you can just 3D map something in the physical world and you want to include that in your Web3 gaming, like a first person shooter or a, I don't know, a search map or whatever map you want, that you want to be including something in the real world. And then I'm pretty sure you can like, I don't know, like alter that with using Unity or something like that. That is really huge. So Over already is doing that. And I know you want to see the commercial aspect of it. So yeah, Google, why aren't you? Why isn't Google doing that? And the fact that Google is playing around with AR, that's to me, that's great because that's where everything is going to go anyway. But I'm kind of laughing that Google being huge as they are and having pretty much the monopoly on these types of 3D maps is funny to me. But then you have Over the Reality that's coming up with the innovation of actually getting a physical location, being able to map physical locations in 3D and actually have them attached to the geolocation. Over doesn't, Google has not really done that, or not near, nor Niantic. So yeah, I don't know. Like, will Over get bought out by Google? I have no idea. Actually, I do have an idea, but I won't say. No, they're not. I spoke to. I will say this: when I met up with Davide Cutini last year in Miami, I did ask him, "Does Over have an exit strategy?" And I said this. This is the third time I'm saying this publicly, and according to him, in December 2022, he said no. They are in this for the long run. So I don't know. That was like what, a year and a half or something ago, but that's what Davide Cutini said. No, there is no exit strategy. They are in this for the long run. They're building it out. They see the future of, and that's what they're doing. They're putting the pieces together. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, I love to hear that. And the possibility for Over to make their own marketplace for this metadata and these point clouds would be amazing. And seeing that slowly start to grow and exponentially, hopefully, explode, right?
yeah. I mean, yeah, the one thing about Over the Reality. Here's the thing. I go to a lot of spaces on Over's account, right? I go to a lot of RWA, real world asset spaces, DPIN spaces, Web3 gaming spaces. And what I've noticed is that Over is really kind of ahead in terms of the tech. Overall can offer a whole bunch of stuff for Web3 gamers, for marketing, for DPIN, for real world assets, so much. And I know that what Over lacks is in their marketing. We all know that. Ever since, I'm sorry, that's just it is what it is. But then I'm thinking, all right, okay, let's just take a step back. Let's just take a step back. I like their focus right now is mapping the world and the map to earn campaign. So that's where their marketing focus is right now, right? And I guess they have like what 35 people in the team, and a large number of them are developers, Unity developers or whatever. Because I know they've been hiring behind the scenes, maybe 2 or 3 more Unity devs, and they're really building out something. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking so there's a lot of people in spaces, like the CEOs, COOs, people in spaces, and they're talking. And sometimes I wish Davide and Diego could be like talking a lot and being in all these spaces. But then it makes me wonder, what are these people doing if they're spending all their time in spaces? I mean, I love the fact that that Over CEO Davide Cutini, I love that he's a blockchain developer. I love that he's in it. I love that he actually is part of the coding and stuff like that. And Diego is like, they're really in it. So they're not like sitting around, I don't know, like sitting in spaces. As much as I would love to hear more from them, and we will be, I'm kind of glad they're not, because it means they're really busy. Like I see their meeting schedule. They're talking to this and that and that and this, and they're always having like dev meetings for this and that and this, which I'm not going to say. And so I like the fact that they're just busy grinding away. They're cooking, man. They're cooking a lot of stuff. And you know this. I mean, not you, but there are people who can see that, oh my God, all of a sudden Over's going to post some new feature coming out. And it's been really great 2024, to be honest, in my opinion, the stuff that Over has been popping out. But I hear you. I love that you are part of Over, ZZ, and I love that your father I love that your father has like about what 500 overlands or something that you said, and that you got in it from you. That is huge. That's amazing.
Yeah, and hearing this incentive of mapping your own lands, let's say, is also interesting. Let's get into it. This is our future, spatial computing. We have all of these devices in our hands, but we take pictures, we take videos, we don't use it for nothing that can benefit us.
Yeah, totally, totally. But thank you for joining. Hey, I see you Bentley B, and I see you Ja Yelly, and I see you Queritori. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, Bentley B just dropped off. But anyway, it's time to say toodaloo, and just know that we have the weekly spaces around this time. I don't know what time it is there. What time is it there in the U in the I know for over it's 6 p.m. and I know and if you're in the Eastern time zone, if in the New York it's 12 noon, and if you are in the Pacific Coast, it is 9 in the morning. So you guys figure it out. But every week we are here, and I love Meta Mike's suggestion, or yeah, like people we should be using Discord and stuff like that. Maybe we will be. Well, let's see if we can bring up what's it called, Mert again. I know Elias can definitely do that for the mapping part and Hexadize. I know Hexadize also has a few tricks up his sleeve even to get started. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out, Meta Mike. Anyway, before we go, does anybody have want to say any last words? Hexadize, did you want to say anything? Did you want to share anything before we end the space? I wonder if he's mapping. He's walking mapping. Okay, he's walking mapping. We won't bug him. Metamike, is there anything you want to say before we end the space? Oh, he's busy too. Zizi, is there anything you want to say before we end the space?
Sounds like everybody is done talking. Yeah, we're done here.
All right.
We're got everything off our chests.
That's yeah, for sure, right? Cosmic, are you still there? Thanks, Zizi. Is there anything you would like to say before we end the space, Cosmic, or Ian, if you're still there? I know he's busy. Elias, okay, Elias. I know Elias is still there. Do you have any last words, Elias?
I would just say that we are in the right side of the history. Just that.
Aww, I love that. And can we get a T-shirt for Zizi, please? That would be great.
Yes, I will send it for him. I will ask him the address so I can send one of these ones.
Okay, perfect.
Yay, let's go.
That's perfect. All right. Okay, so everyone, have a great day. It's Thursday. We're going into the weekend. I think tomorrow is the first day of spring. No, summer, right? The 21st, summer solstice. And everybody have a great weekend, and see you all again next week. Same time, same place. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Do, 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 do. All right, that was like really great. I love that we have a new community member. ZZ decided to join, and I love the fact that he came with his. Well, he joined. We found out about over from his father, and normally that is weird because usually because it is the younger generation trying to explain stuff to their parents, or like it's usually like the kids, or the even if you're adult kids getting into something, and then the parents are saying, oh, what is this, what are you doing, and then you have to explain it. But I love the fact that his dad, Zizi's father, got into over for investment purposes. So he bought up a whole bunch of like overlands or digital layer, digital land, digital spaces, virtual spaces, digital spaces over physical locations. And I love that. 500 of that. 500. I don't even think, I thought I had over 100 overlands, and I just checked. I'm just shy of 100. I have like about 90, I think 7 or 96 overlands. I really thought I had 100. I have to double check. Oh my gosh, my dog. Anyway, I'm gonna throw a tweet. I know I'm gonna end this live stream soon. There, go get your marble cheese. I'm gonna end this live stream, but I love that. I would really love to have ZZ and his father in a space to talk about, like over the reality and how they see what their approach is to like over and the future of over and whatever strategies they have using over. That'd be really cool. Anyway, I will end the stream now because I could like talk forever and I got stuff to do, to be honest. I gotta like check out things on over and stuff. But anyway, for those of you watching, we do have these weekly community spaces. And you know what? I'm gonna see if like I think Elias, I would love to have him on video. I know video Elias, if you are there. I think next week let's get on video. Hopefully you're not walking around mapping and stuff, and you can, and we can test out the stuff first, so it could be your face, and get some other people, because it's like you guys listening here on Twitter Spaces is one thing, and just see me like a talking head, and sometimes this head's not even talking. So I'd love to do that. But yeah, a lot of interesting takes from people, from the speakers today. I love what Meta Mike said about, we really should be utilizing the Over Discord for tutorials and stuff like that. And we've been pushing for that. I mean, it's been suggested. Like, it's not that we've never thought of that. It's just, yeah, I guess the community should be doing it as well. Now it's just a matter of, it's too bad that the community who are so deep in, what's it called, in creating an AR, have now ventured off and of creating something on their own. Like, I'd love to like shout out to the team Cyber Nerd Baby. They're making a killing on Roblox, guys. They created like multiple Roblox games, and oh my god, they're really flourishing there. And they still have their AR experiences and AR assets on over the reality. But like I said, creators or anybody will gravitate to the least resistance, more or less, right? And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, see you guys all next week. For those of you watching on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, well, ciao ciao. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye bye.